If you're getting prepared for CompTIA A Plus Core 2 220-1202 exam, guys, I am here to help. Now, I'm not going to make this video too long because the strategy that I used to pass this exam was pretty simple. Now, the Core 2 focuses more on software, security, operating systems, and operational procedures. So in a way, you can say the Core 1 was more about hardware and Core 2 was more software, if you want to make it more simpler, okay? But passing these exams is pretty simple. Okay, for the Core 1, all you had to do was get like a 675 out of 900. And with this one, all you got to do is get a 700 out of 900 to pass. Now, the first resource that I used was Professor Messer's videos on YouTube. Pretty straightforward and straight to the point. It goes over what's on the objectives and it keeps it in the realm of what you need to know to pass the exam without going into too much details into things. Because you got to remember, you are trying to pass these exams. It's not about actually just knowing every single thing on how to do everything to the T. You're trying to pass an exam. That's it. A lot of your skills and stuff you're going to be able to sharpen up and learn later on while you actually on the job and while you keep doing it and keep training. If you really want to get good at IT and these different things, it's going to take time for you to actually train. All right, you're not just going to start training tomorrow and a month later you're an expert. So when it comes to the certifications, just focus on passing. And Professor Messer does a good job of covering the concepts that is on the actual exam without cramming your brain with too many stuff where when it's time to take the exam, you're not focused and you're not remembering the things that you actually need. So I would definitely start with his videos first. Now, I would definitely recommend that you download the PDF objective just so you know exactly what's on there. So you're going through the videos and then you're checking off the list, the things that you know. So you're going over the different concepts and you're trying to explain it to yourself and making sure like, okay, I know what this is. I can explain it. I understand what it is, right? Now, the next thing that I did was I got Jason Dion's courses on Udemy. Now, on Udemy, a lot of times you get like discounts and sales that's going on. So a lot of times I try to wait for the sales. So I got his course and I got the practice exam. Now for this particular exam, the A plus in a whole, the only thing that I used Jason Dion for was the practice exams. So I think I bought the courses, but all I really wanted was the practice exams because Professor Messer was already doing a good job of breaking down the stuff, and I already was understanding what he was saying to the point where I didn't need like a second or third source to explain it to me. For some concepts, it's like that for me. You know, I'll be listening to the concept and I'm like, yeah, I get it, but let me do some more research. Let me go to ChatGPT. Let me do this. Let me do that so I could actually understand what it's saying, right? I didn't have to do that with the A plus for Professor Messer. So I just watched his training, and for practice exams, I just took Jason Dion. Now, one of the reasons why I mixed and matched trainings, and what I mean by that is the reason why I did Professor Messer training, because Professor Messer does have practice exams, I think, right? So he has his own trainings and stuff going on. But I mixed and matched it because I do think that Jason Dion does a great job with practice exams. And how I looked at it was, if I can watch Professor Messer's videos and I could take Jason Dion's practice exams and pass them, then I know I'm ready. Because the training that I took didn't come from the same place as the practice exam. So I have to know something to pass it, you know? So that's how I looked at it. And then once I start passing Jason Dion's exams, I was like, okay, I'm ready. And then I booked my exam and boom, I was able to pass it. Now, majority of my exams, I had like 20 minutes remaining, 15 minutes remaining. I had good amount of time remaining after I completed everything. for me to take. Now, another tip that I got for you guys before I go is flag the performance-based questions. So for me, when I started every exam that I took, almost all of them, I had like 5 PBQs in the beginning. I didn't even read them. I just flagged, skip, flag, skip, and got straight to the multiple choice. So in that way, once I finished the multiple choice, I could focus on the PBQs, because the PBQs have a lot more dragging and dropping and multiple parts, and it takes time. So I wanted to make sure I got most of the exam finished and I could just focus on the PBQs. So that's what works for me. So if you guys want a strategy to try, you can try that and then tell me how it works out for you guys. But that's all I did. And boom, when it came to hands-on, I didn't really do any hands-on. For a lot of my exams, I really didn't do that much hands-on. I just paid attention to the training. I did a lot of practice exams to make sure I understand the concepts, and I took my exams and boom, I passed. Okay, so if this video was helpful to you, make sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment down below if you have any questions, guys. Let me know if you're getting ready for the exams. Let me know what you're struggling with and things of that nature. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.